ॐ ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ ॐ Salutations to the Lord, to the entire Guru Parampara. In our series of Shakti series, yesterday we came up to a beautiful thought. One more thought today. From tomorrow, some different topic in Shakti series only. Before our Upanishad class. Today's Shakti is, see, first day we saw Jagat Mithya iti Jnana Shakti. Naham Dehosmi iti Jnana Shakti. Then we saw Naham Jivosmi Jnana Shakti. Yesterday, Aham Brahmasmi iti Shakti. Then the last in this regard in this sequence is Sarvam hi Brahma iti Shakti. Sarvam hi Etat Brahma. This is the ultimate. Everything is Brahman. As much I am not Upadhis, I am the self in me, so much the world in front should not be taken as real in the form of seen Upadhis. Ishwar kaho, yeah, it may be Jivas, it may be the entire Brahmandas, the Khagola, Bhugola, all of them are there, real, at secondary level. Primarily, all of them are just like in my case. The individuality, the equipments of the Indriya, the abilities in them, then the function of them, all are secondary. Primarily, Aham Brahmasmi. Is it not? That is being covered because too much of importance given to this. And here I was bound and suffering, this called samsara. In the same way, Sarvam hi etat Brahma is even calling the Ishvara, Srushti, Sthiti, Laya, Karta, and all devatas, even giving them importance, value, reality, also is insult to the Brahma if they are not primarily considered as Brahma Tattva. So when we say the Ishvara and avatars also are insulted, what to talk about small little beings? Means calling Brahman in the form of 84 lakhs of Jiva and forgetting that they are all Paramatma. So through this Vedantika Vichara, we should know that all the gross is expression of the subtle, all the subtle is expression of the causal, and all the cause is possible because of the beyond cause Paramatma, Parabrahma. Sarvam hi etat Brahma eva. So there is nothing in this world inauspicious. Everything is auspicious, Mangalakara, because everything is Parabrahma only. Is it not? See, a wave, how it talks to itself. I am wave, wave, wave. But it has to discover that it is not wave, it is a water. If it is a water, what is the next neighbor wave? The other neighbor wave. The wave in that half kilometer away, wave in the other river, wave in the river in the other country. Everything is water only, no? Sarvame etat jalameva. That is a realization of the wave. Then only it is complete. In the same way, the highest level, whether you call is Ishavasyamitagam Sarvam or we are doing Mandukya, so in that language I said, Sarvam hi etat Brahma. Etat Sarvam Brahma. Idam Sarvam Yad Ayam Atma Brahma should be our goal, then naturally should be our means also. So remember, careful. While dealing in Vyavahara, we do Vyavaharika relativity and action. And immediately after relative Vyavahara is over, Go into the absolute that everything is Brahman. Remain in that only. Come to the relative level only when it is required to be performed. What's happening in us? Other than following our duty or dharma, so many compulsions are there in the form of desires, etc., which are consistently making us name Brahman as this world. And also take this Brahman, which is named as world, as an object of enjoyment. And thus, we are behaving so crookedly, cruelly with the world. Instead of lovingly identifying and serving the world as Paramatma, we are indulging in the world as if it is an object of enjoyment. World is not object of enjoyment. World is a place of worship because every nook and corner is same Paramatma. But the desirability in me is creating the world as enjoyability. Then the same desire in me making the run behind the world like a dominant person but actually a slave. This is the problem. To eliminate that, only two aspects to do. One, do dharma, other than that, sarvam hi brahma. That is the meaning of sarva dharma paritija mamekam shanam raja. Sarvam hi etat brahma is the highest attitude. And the one who is giving importance to his own dehendriyadi or the rupanamadi, to such people, this concept, it is, looks to be impossible only. They don't even listen to that. They don't even understand also. But even I was studying all Upanishads from such a long time, we must come to this level of thought also. Ki everything is Brahman. Primarily. Then at the secondary level, they are there in this world to fulfill their own duty. The duties are fulfilled by two people. One who are bound for their liberation. Second, those who are liberated, they are doing their duty to serve. Is it not? In a jail, jailer is there, the inmates also there. So the inmates also have the bound and duty. Their duty is to get liberated. Jailer also has duty. His duty is already liberated to help the government, serve the government. This world is like that. Anything other, like what is my duty as a Swami, my sadhana, and as given to Guru by Gurudev, this satsanga pravachana. And that's all. Anything else creates Brahman as more and more vyavaharik jagat, for which I'll be the reason, though I have to face the consequence of suffering. And how long I'll suffer? Till I don't see the jagat as Brahma. It may be millions of lives also. Sarvami etat Brahma. In continuation of yesterday's thought. Yesterday's thought I am not explaining. Yesterday we saw Ayam Atma Brahma, Arham Brahma Asmi, Jnana itself is the Shakti. There we said, I am that Brahma, not the Jiva. Behind the Panchakosha, the self of Satchidananda. Today, in continuation of that, Sarvam hi etat Brahma. Anything which is seen by me as other than me also is same Brahma which is me. That respect, that reverence, that recognition we have to give to everyone, everything around. And we have to stick to it at that level only. Don't come down. Never come down. If you come down, then entire negativities are promoted in the mind. So, Brahma Swarupa. You may use a chair to sit, a footwear to walk, a house to stay, a vehicle to travel. They all appear to be jada. You may go to trees, plants, etc., get your fruits, flowers, vegetables. You may rear some cattle or any of the animals, pets. You may have servants, you may have subordinates. You may have people who have taken loan from you. You have friends, you have relatives. Every one of them, Jada, Chetana, whatever is appearing, ultimately is one Brahman only, playing their different roles to add beauty to this world. This should be my attitude. Maintain that. If you come down level to the level of taking them as individuals other than Brahma, then I will have to take myself also as an individual. Then in between two individuals, there will be always the comparison. always there will be competition. Then always there will be the clash. Once the life comes to level of clashing, the Ukraine and Russia, you can never have peace or happiness. The clash can become competition. Competition becomes comparison. Comparison becomes two-ness, otherness. Why otherness? Because you are taken it as somebody other than Brahma. So this is what, how much ever intellectually we have understood or not, but this being highly effective and helpful sadhana like medicine, we have to keep on. Sarvam Brahma. Before Sarvam Brahma, we come to Sarvam Rama, Sarvam Krishna, ityadi. Rama Krishna आप जानते हो, they have taken lot of Vishwarupa ityadi. So there is more easiness in accepting the world as Rama Rupa, Rama Swarupa, Siya Rama Maya Sabajagajani. But what is Sita Rama? What is Radha Krishna? What is Shiva Parvati? They are also same Parabrahma only. So Sarvam Etat Brahma is the ultimate Jnana Shakti. When you use that Shakti, all Ajnanas go away. When we enter into that experience, we are liberated from all limitations. So, okay, Sarvam Brahma Brahma कहते हुए remove the importance given to Rupa Nama, then you will realize Sarvam as Brahman. Or to keep the Sarvam Brahma as a goal, keeping that as goal, all Rupa Nama, when you keep on rejecting, devaluing, it leads to Brahmanubhuti. Practice that everything Brahma, Rupa Nama go away. Or reduce the value given to Rupa Nama, then what is that substratum? Brahma, you will realize. Sarvami Etat Brahma. Etat includes the entire world, all the dualities that are in the world. Etat means in my own deha. In my deha, whatever the parts are there, whatever the functions are there, kuch Brahma hai hai. In this world also, the poisonous snake also, the nectarine flower with its nectar or honey also, सब भगवान है. क्रूर एनिमल होते हैं, राक्षस की, तो वो भी भगवान का एक रूप. That also required a part of society. Criminals, they have their own way of evolving. They do the prarabdha clearance of some of the people. So there also that way required. That way required. But troubling, punishing them also will be done. That also required. So what is that again? Sarvam characharam jada chaitanyam etat sarvam brahma eva. What is Brahma? Pure existence without names forms. What is Brahma? Pure consciousness without again illuminating anything because there is nothing other than it. Conscious existence, existential consciousness, which is a common substratum in everything without which nothing can be there, that is called as Brahma. That alone in the form and name is the entire cosmos or universe. So in the form of the cosmic all expressions, the Brahma is playing hide and seek. He is hiding, we have to seek him. Sarvam hi etat Brahma. Everything is Brahma. Everything is Brahman. Wonderful thought, huh? If that is entertained very silently, secretly, daily for some time, then slowly the Kama Krodha Vikara, all the Isha Dvesha Vikara, they slowly recede. Because you are developing that samskara, that Sarvam Brahma. It adds to slowly whenever you start getting negative thought, or sab maine Brahma kaha, that comes and stops this negative thought. Then Sarvam Brahma thought becomes so stronger, then you visualize everything is me, everything is Brahman only. Sarvam hi etat Brahma, I am Atma Brahma. These are the two Mahavakyas of Mandukya which we are studying nowadays. So that is the Sarvam Brahma iti Jnana Shakti. A little later Sarvam de Ishvaraha Narayana. A little lesser than that is Sarvam is Jiva, living beings. At least kindness toward the living beings we have, that much also will be a good thought. होना है तो कम से कम सब एक ही मनुष्य है, यानी कम से कम मनुष्य जाति का रक्षा करो. नॉट मीन डजंट मीन दैट यू किल अदर जाति, मगर कम से कम मनुष्य में एकता को देखो. सर्व मनुष्य जाति. In the human being, don't differentiate and suffer. So all are human beings. then all are Jivas, then all are Paramatmas, then all are Brahma Eva. ब्रह्मैवाहमिदं जगच्च सकलं चिन्मात्र विस्तारितं सर्वं चेतदविद्यया त्रिगुणया शेषा मया कल्पितम् इत्थं यस्य दृढामति सुखतरे नित्ये परे निर्मले चाण्डालोऽस्तु सतद्विजोऽस्तु गुरुरिति एषा मनीषा मम. Ah, what a beautiful. विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि माया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधपसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः. इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्ते. They're all beautiful stotras in our spirituality. Great saints have given which indicate that everything is Brahma. So you have a whole phone. It is existing. It is conscious. Means I am conscious of it. Because without that, it won't stay. That conscious existence solidified is this telephone with all its parts, with all its functions. In every part, same Satchit Brahma is there. In every functioning, that Satchit Brahma is there. Remember, Shakti is such a sublime thing which permeates both gross and subtle. Generally, जब कभी हम सत्य शब्द यूज करते हैं, we only think about objects. No, actions. Is the action there or not? Yeah, that there-ness is called as Satchit, Sadvastu. Emotion. Is there emotion there or not? Emotion is no. Emotion of love, emotion of hatred. है ना? That isness in the emotion also Sat only. In the knowledge, I have known it now. That knowledge is there, na? Yeah, that is aspect is Sat. Sat only can express at the subtlest level as knowledge, little lesser subtle level as the emotion, little lesser subtle level as the perception, and itself expresses the activity, and lesser than that in the form of the entire world of Jadata. एक ही सत इतने रूप में. That is Brahma. Therefore, everything is Sat Brahma. That's why Sat Brahmya Karyam Sakalam Sadeva Sarmatrametan Natatonyadasti Astitiyo Vakti Natasya Moha Vinirgato Nidritavat Prachalpaha. A person not yet woken up but talking something in the sleep. Blabbering, meaningless. In the same way, whoever are talking anything in the world where they are not seeing the entire world as Brahma, their words are like a person blabbering in the sleep without his awareness and without any meaning given to those words. He will say something. He will smile. He will shout at somebody. Marunga, 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 giru. Have you ever seen people in the sleep talking? Walking you may be seeing. बोलने वाले को कितने लोगों को हमने देखा. निद्रितवत प्रजल्पः it is. It is a nonsensical, meaningless talk of a person who is in Nidra. So to this one, whoever talk this world as something real other than Brahman, or who don't bring their reality called as Brahman while talking about the world, their talk is like that. Blabbering is what? He has not woken up. He is in sleep. Or he doesn't know what he's talking. So to those who have not woken up to Brahman, who are sleeping to Brahman, then all their talk is like that blabbering only. They are ignorant people. Sleep means ignorance. That's the meaning of what sloka Vivek Chudamani just quoted to say everything is Brahma. Sarvam hi Brahma. Sarvam hi etat Brahma. Etat sarvam Brahma eva. So that is a jnanam which removes all the differences. In the differences only the competition, they're fighting, their frustration, they're troubling each other, entire samsara. So अब एक ही ब्रह्म है. But that is discovered after intellectual understanding and the seat of meditation when we transcend our own upadhis and touch the truth. Same thing is found everywhere. Thank you. From tomorrow we'll have a new power series. Okay. And what I am thinking in that is every day take one Rupa of Bhagavan and that Bhagavan's Mahima we tell and the power of that God. Okay. Tomorrow is what? Monday. So tomorrow Monday, day after is Shivaratri. So tomorrow we'll take mother's name. So power, let's start with mother only. The mother Shakti, then Shiva Shakti, the Rava Shakti, Krishna Shakti. That's how the thought, I thought for 10-12 days. Then we enter into some Mahavakyas of Gita or something like that. देखो